From CHS, this is Charger Connect with Alex Glass and Kylan Spearman. From Studio 1A in Covington High School.
Good morning, Covington High School. I'm Kylan Spearman.
And I'm Alex Glass.
Last Thursday, former NFL player Rob Conrad was treated for hypothermia at a Florida hospital Thursday after he was forced to swim 9 miles to shore after falling off his fishing boat. U.S. Coast Guard spokesman Petty Officer Mark Barney told the Palm Beach Post that the boat was set on autopilot and drifted away from Conrad as he tried to get back on board. Conrad's friends contacted the Coast Guard when he failed to return from his excursion, and a helicopter crew was dispatched in a fruitless effort to locate him. But after a few weeks of searching, they later found him.
Well, that just sounds like a miracle.
Oh, it was. And our Twitter tweeter of the day is Bailey Wallace. She said her favorite part of the show are the bloopers, and of course we always include God. She works at Nafis, and in her spare time, she likes to be with her friends, go to church, and shop. Thank you, Bailey.
Well, it's been so cold in Birmingham, Alabama, that they had stuff shivering that they didn't even know could shake. It was especially bitter on the afternoon of January 7th, and a lot of people turned to grabbing lunch at Chick-fil-A on Highway 280 in Emerson. One of the diners who came in that day was a bit unkempt. He was wearing jeans and a hoodie, hardly the kind of clothing for a day like that. Mark Meadows, the manager of Chick-fil-A, said, "I was about to leave when this gentleman walked in the door. I could tell he needed some help. We have people coming from time to time, so you kind of know." And sure enough, Mark's instincts were correct. He asked Mark if there was some work he could do to get some food. So instead of escorting the man out, Mark insisted him sit down while he waited on this meal. The man didn't have a pair of gloves, so Mark gave him his. I went back and got his food, and he put on the gloves, and then he left. Mark said, "So the question is, why is Chick-fil-A so generous?" Mark said it all comes down to what the principles Chick-fil-A were founded on. And those principles are to glorify God by being a faithful steward of all that is entrusted to us, and to have a positive influence on all who come into contact with Chick-fil-A.
Now let's go to our meteorologist, Clay Max, as we get an update on our weather.
Well, what was once going to be a very bad winter has yet to show snowfall. Whenever it's wet enough, it's not cold enough. Whenever it's hot, it's wet, as I should say. Welcome to Tennessee. Now let's look at our highs and lows for the week with Friday today, high of 53 and a low of 34. Saturday with a high of 59 and a low of 38. And Sunday with a high of 54 and a low of 34. Monday, Martin Luther King Day, with a high of 52 and a low of 36. Let's look at our current temperatures. With Memphis 33 degrees, Covington 32, Ripley 32 degrees also, and Dyersburg a little cooler, 31 degrees, in Blytheville, Arkansas, with 31 degrees also. Moving over to our interactive radar. As you can see, no showers in our area. Move up towards Dyersburg. A few showers may lead to some snow and that such nature. Well, this is the weather for the week, and that's all I have. Now back to you, anchors. Don't forget to dress warmly. You never know what's going to happen.
Now we are going to find out a little bit about one of our very own teachers here at Covington High School when we come back.
I got a military-age male on a cell phone watching the convoy over.
If you think he's reporting troop movement, you have a green light. Your call. Over.
Maybe he's just calling his old lady.
He stepped off. Hold on, I got a Woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy. Her arms aren't swinging. She's carrying something. Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's got an RKG Russian grenade. She's saying to the kid.
You say a woman and a kid?
You got eyes on this? Can you confirm?
Negative. Your call.
They fry you if you're wrong.
I recently interviewed one of our very own teachers, Mrs. Medlock. Mrs. Jill Medlock, one of our extravagant teachers at Covington High, always getting here early and staying after, just for us students. So, Ms. Medlock, what year did you graduate from Covington High?
I graduated in 1999.
And what were some activities you were involved in?
I was in band and choir all 4 years. I was in student council, and I was president of the Spanish Honor Society my junior year.
When did you decide that you wanted to be a Spanish teacher?
As a sophomore in high school.
How long have you been teaching now?
This is my 12th year.
And I also understand that you do tutoring before and after school.
Yes.
Well, on behalf of the students, thank you for your time and dedication.
Welcome to Charger Update. I'm Tatiana.
And I'm Sam. President Barack Obama recently announced a plan to offer free community college to students across America. However, he has not announced a plan to pay for it.
The state of California has confirmed more cases of measles in people who visited Disneyland last month, raising the number of infected people to 26. Walt Disney Parks and Resorts officials have said that the company is working with the California Health Department to provide information and assistance.
A high school principal in Alabama is asking students to bring in canned foods as a way of fighting off school intruders. The principal says that throwing cans or other items would be a last resort. The cans would be stored in classrooms and the students wouldn't be carrying them around school.
Oscar nominations are out. Grand Budapest Hotel and Birdman are tied for the most nominations with 9 each.
In school news, remember that Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so don't show up.
In other school news, Sam Daniel was selected the Student of the Month. Congratulations, Sam.
That's it for Charger Update. Back to the news.
Welcome to the council. I'm here with Franklin and Taza, 2 freshmen. I have a few questions for you guys. What is the transition like from middle school to high school?
In high school, we're more centered around a lot more tests than what we were in middle school, and that's about it.
What about you, Franklin?
We got to do more work to pass, and they ain't just going to let us pass like they did in middle school.
So basically, like, you felt like they just pushed you along the way in middle school, but now it's a little bit more serious.
Yeah, but I was still passing, though.
Yeah, he had to throw that in there. What middle school did you guys come from?
I came from CIAA.
I came from Christmas Middle.
Yeah. And CIAA, it's more of a art school.
They give you a lot of choices to choose from, whether you want to do band, art, choir, dance, acting. You can do all of that.
Yeah. We don't have as much of that here, but it's still pretty involved. Are you really involved in anything?
I was in choir at CIAA and drum at CIAA, and now I'm in choir here.
Oh, that's good. And do you have any advice for upcoming freshmen?
Come in ready for some serious work and some testing skills ready.
Yeah. And Franklin, Crestview is known for their sports. They have more sports than CIAA. Do you play any sports here?
No, I was going to play basketball next year. I ain't tried this year.
Think you're ready for the competitiveness? Yeah. All right, there you have it.
Now it's time to get your giggle boxes ready. What the? Man, who writes this stuff? Here's our top 10 pies for you.
Hunger Games.
What are you doing?
Happy birthday, buddy.
Engage blindfold. Why is he engaged?
All right, you do the rest.
What? Easy.
May I ask what you're doing? Could you please explain to me this for a second? I don't...
Guys, the food. Yes.
You guys want to help me clean?
Yeah, we do.
Now for the last thing, our craziest YouTube video.
This is the incredible scene as an impala, running for its life from a pair of cheetahs, dives headfirst through a window and into a tourist's car.
Mrs. Matlock.
Wow, he missed. Dang.
Come here, Cam.
What you got to say about that shot? Did you make that?